What's going on, everybody? Dan Carpuck here with the Wednesday, June 17th, 2026 edition of Trender Trap, brought to you by TrendsCenter. Let's get right into it. We have three MLB games to discuss today. Three trends right from the TrendsCenter app. Let's get right into it. Starting with Marlins at Phillies. We have Sandy Alcantara 6-4 with a 4.25 ERA versus Andrew Painter 1-7 with a 6.43 ERA. Per TrendsCenter, over the last 5 years, when Sandy Alcantara has started for the Marlins on the road against a right-handed pitcher, and Miami has been priced shorter than plus 103, the Marlins have gone 17-3, 85%. 13.45 units of profit, 50.06% ROI. So is this a trend to tail with the Marlins plus 100 or a trap to fade with the Phillies minus 110? My lean here is that this is a trend to tail. Sandy Alcantara has looked solid over his last three starts, going 7 innings with 3 earned runs against the Nationals, 7 innings with an earned run against the Rays, and then 8 innings with 3 earned against the Pirates last time out. Most importantly, the Marlins won all 3 of those games and have won 7 of Alcantara's last 10 starts dating back to the middle of April. Although Kyle Schwarber, Bryce Harper, JT Realmuto, and Trey Turner all have 39 or more at-bats against the veteran righty and have hit him well, I'm simply going to have to put my faith in the guy on the mound in this one. He's been much better in day games, 2.80 ERA, versus night games, 5.50 this season, and this is an early afternoon affair. One of the reasons why I have to put my faith in Alcantara is that Andrew Painter has been an absolute disaster for the Phillies this year. I couldn't even put into words how disastrous he's been. Philadelphia has lost 10 of his last 11 starts. He's also in bad form, allowing 21 hits, 15 earned runs over his last 9 innings, over his last 3 outings. He's also allowed 5 home runs in that span to go along with just 10 strikeouts, 6 walks. Is a negative 11 pitching run value metric at Baseball Savant as well. That's really bad. He grades out as one of the worst starting pitchers in baseball. I'm going to continue fading him while he's still getting starts at this level. I think another bad start here, he might get sent down to AAA to work some things out. So I'm going to say that this is a trend to tail with the Marlins on the money line. Let's move to the Royals at the Nationals. Luinder Avila, 1-3 with a 6.19 ERA versus Zack Littell, 6-5 with a 5.32 ERA. Here's the trend from TrendsCenter this season. Nationals games that have started before 7 o'clock Eastern have gone 40, 19-3 to the over. That's 67.8%, 19.1 units of profit, 28.01% ROI. This is a trend to tail with over 10 runs or a trap to fade with under 10 runs on the total. My lean here is that this is a trap to fade. I'm going to go with the under. It's important to take Luinder Avila's sky-high ERA of 6.19 with a grain of salt. In his first outing of the season back on April 4th, he gave 5 earned runs. That is a really bad way to start the season. His last start on Friday, he lasted just 2/3 of an inning, allowed 8 earned runs in a complete dud against the Astros. Yordan Alvarez actually hit 2 home runs against him in the first inning. Other than that, he's been solid all year long. Those 2 disastrous outings really made that ERA elevated here. This will be his 5th start and 14th appearance. In his 2 starts before Friday, he allowed exactly 2 hits, 1 earned run in 5 innings against the Reds and then 5 innings against the Twins, both on the road as well. While he struggles with control at times, he limits hard hits, 80th percentile, induces ground balls, the 75th percentile at effective rates. Those are important qualities against a Nationals lineup that hits with plenty of pop on their home field. The Nats get on top of the ball at the 8th highest rate in the majors. So if Avila's sinker is effective, he should have some success in this one. Like Avila, Littell has some success before his last outing. In fact, he went 7 straight starts, allowing 2 or fewer runs before getting lit up for 5 earned in just 1 2/3 innings against the Mariners last time out. His pitching profile is really bad. It's god-awful, actually, across the board. He grades out as one of the worst starters in baseball on a cumulative perspective. But this Royals lineups ranks dead last in runs scored per game on the road, just 3.51. And judging by his general string of success before that last outing, there's no reason why he can't get through 5 or 6 innings against this terrible lineup without getting lit up. Like we have to get over 10 runs here. I just think that's a little bit elevated for this spot, even with these two pitchers on the mound. If you look at only box scores and guys are going to look at only game logs, they might think, oh, this is a clear spot to back the over. But I actually think that there's more value betting the under in this particular spot. Moving on to the Orioles at the Mariners. Kyle Bradish is on the mound for the Orioles. He's 3-7 with a 4.30 ERA versus George Kirby, 5-6 with a 4.07 ERA. Per TrendsCenter over the last 4 seasons, the Orioles have gone 32-11. That's 74.42% for 21.55 units of profit, 36.7% ROI against non-divisional opponents with Kyle Bradish starting. So this is a trend to tail with the Orioles plus 127 or a trap to fade with the Mariners minus 140 on their home field. My lean here is that this is a trap to fade and I want to back Seattle. So the one thing that Kyle Bradish has done well this season is induce ground balls. He's ranks in the 87th percentile in that regard. He's struggled with control, though, and has given up a high barrel rate. While the barrel rate may not exactly haunt him in the pitcher-friendly confines here in Seattle, it's clear that Seattle's offense should have a solid chance to produce, just like they did when they lit him up for 5 earned runs, including 3 home runs in just 4 innings on Thursday, en route to a 7-5 Baltimore win. Now, George Kirby excels at a lot more than Bradish across the board. Also an elite ground ball inducer, 89th percentile. He gets opposing hitters to chase pitches out of the zone at the 87th percentile, just like he showed last Wednesday against these very Orioles with 10 strikeouts over 6 innings. Unfortunately, Seattle lost that game 7-2 in Baltimore, but Kirby routinely confused Baltimore's lineup with his mix of pitches and now gets a rematch against them. The Orioles have been one of the worst teams in baseball on the road, and I think that there's a clear edge here for Seattle, just like the odds suggest. Do I think there's a ton of value here? No, but I'm going to fade this trend in support of Kyle Bradish. I don't think that it is worth tailing. And that is exactly the game we play here at Trend or Trap. So that does it for today's episode. But before you go, make sure enter code POD50 at checkout on the TrendsCenter app and get 50% off your first month of TrendsCenter Premium. That's POD50, exclusive for the listeners and viewers of this show. So take advantage of that. No one else is getting that discount, just you, for making it this far or watching this far in the video. I am Dan Karpuk here for TrendsCenter, and best of luck with all of your plays on Wednesday. Let me know on Twitter what you are tailing and if you agree with these 3 picks, and I will be right back here tomorrow for another episode of Trend or Trap.